This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. I'm Alex Brown. The Merrillville Town Council voted unanimously Tuesday to hold off on a vote to rescind a resolution it passed earlier this year opposing U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's reported plan to buy property within city limits for use as a detention or processing facility. Vice President Rhonda Neals said she wanted to give Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita a chance to respond to the council.
We just reached out to him yesterday, so we're going to wait to see what they say. We are still standing in solidarity of what we said initially, so we're waiting for the Attorney General to reach back out.
Last month, Rokita accused Merrillville leaders of sabotaging federal efforts to place an immigration detention facility in the area. Rokita gave town leaders until today to rescind their resolution. The city of Valparaiso could soon become the next in a growing group of Indiana communities to put a pause on potential data center development. The Valparaiso City Council this week made a unanimous recommendation to the city's Plan Commission for an ordinance change that would prevent data center development from taking place until officials can make modifications to the city's Unified Development Ordinance. Greenwood-based Indiana American Water says construction on a 1.5 million-gallon elevated water tank in Noblesville is nearly complete. The water utility said the project, which is part of an overall $15 million investment, is designed to support the rapidly expanding area surrounding Hamilton Town Center. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise@ibj.com to learn more.
An initiative of the Indiana Chamber of Commerce is teaming up with Aspire Johnson County to expand efforts to connect employers, educators, and students to bolster the state's workforce pipeline.
The partnership unites the employer outreach efforts of the Johnson County Economic Development Organization with Work and Learn Indiana, a program of the Indiana Chamber of Commerce's Institute of Workforce Excellence. In the short term, the effort will include an interactive map where employers statewide can share career-relevant activities they offer, such as job shadowing, classroom presentations, informational interviews, or site visits that extend beyond traditional internships. Further out, the partnership aims to improve how employers and educators can work together to build a future workforce. Chamber officials say through the collaboration, they are gaining valuable insight into how local chambers can help close gaps between employers and educators while building more equitable and systemic access to career exploration. The Institute for Workforce Excellence is a nonprofit subsidiary of the Indiana Chamber of Commerce that helps Hoosier employers attract, develop, and retain a skilled workforce. Its Work and Learn Indiana program links employers, learners, high schools, colleges, and universities through a searchable database and provides resources and guidance on work-based learning opportunities. Abriana Herron, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
A consortium of academic institutions, businesses, and research organizations led by Indiana University is now part of a National Science Foundation program that will allow it to receive up to $160 million in funding to build an ecosystem focused on the care and treatment of musculoskeletal health conditions. The Indiana Musculoskeletal Health Partnership for the Advancement of Care and Treatment, or IMPACT Consortium, includes more than 170 partners, such as Indianapolis-based Eli Lilly and Company, Warsaw-based Zimmer Biomet, Indianapolis-based BioCrossroads, and Warsaw-based OrthoWorks. The NSF Impact Engine in Indiana will work to connect the state's orthopedic industry, universities, and health data resources to accelerate development of musculoskeletal innovation. Indianapolis Fire Department Chief Ernest Malone is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.